First of all, my name is Abdul Muttalib Mahmoud Asiku. I am the district chairperson of Yumbe. I have, in the last 4 years, tried to ensure that we provide the most needed services to the people of Yumbe district in terms of infrastructural development, in terms of social service provision, and also providing scholarship to our needy communities to join universities in this country to pursue Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery. And my strategic interest still to be nominated as in the position of the district chairperson is to see that we consolidate the very many achievements that we've registered in the last 4 years so that we're able to stabilize the district. There's been disunity within the district across religious lines, across lines of constituencies, across tribal lines. We've been able to address this. There's been issues of shortness in service delivery. When we look at the construction of schools, the quality of construction of schools, the quality of construction of health facilities, even the quality of constructing the bridges and the roads has been wanting. We've been able to, in the last 4 years, address this challenge and put the face of the district into the overall picture of this country. Yumbe district has not been performing well when it comes to national assessments on issues of service delivery. We've been able to improve that. Challenges of education in the district, where we are talking of high dropout rates, has been there. We are engaging partners, we are engaging government ministry of education, we are engaging other stakeholders to see that we improve the quality of education in the district. And this can only be done if the current district chairperson still remains in office up to 2031, because you cannot achieve your mandate within just one term. You need at least 2 terms in order to ensure that you consolidate the achievements that have been registered. I want to thank the people of the district for entrusting in me, and we will continue as district, as stakeholders. We'll continue to deliver to the aspirations of the people of the district, because it's our mandate as leaders to see that we provide the most needed services. So I want to call upon all the people of the district to, on 24th of July 2025, vote for Asiku Abdul Mahmoud as the district chairperson to hold the flag of the National Resistance Movement, so that we can be able to deliver the most needed services of the National Resistance Movement to the people of Yumbe district.
Okay, Chairman, when you look at Yumbe district, this term from 2021, which is going to end next year, at least Yumbe district local government has not been able to spend all the money that the central government has been sending to the district, and it has been returning some of the budget to the consolidated fund. So what strategies are you going to put in place if you will be able to win this seat in July and also in next year's election? What strategies are you going to put in place to make sure that at least the district should not be able to return money to the consolidated fund?
Now, in terms of their resources that we receive, sometimes these resources at the end of the financial year may not be fully absorbed, and there are reasons to that effect. For example, when I first came into office, we had a project that was implemented by government of Uganda, that is Uganda Support to Municipal Infrastructure Development Program. We got a lot of money. Out of this was swept to the consolidated fund. But the strategy we had was to ensure that we absorb this money and improve the infrastructure. As I talk now, the road infrastructure in a greater part of the district has been improved using funding from USMI. We have improved the infrastructure in the markets. We have improved infrastructure in playgrounds. This is as a result of the resources that we received under USMI, the additional funding. There are many other programs that we get from government in regards to absorption and implementation of government programs, but where the conditions are always lenient, where the conditions can be favorable and government guides the district leadership in time, we've been able to absorb resources. During the period that I've been in office, the resources that are returned to the consolidated fund are mainly resources that arise from wage, but when it comes to issues of service delivery, non-wage to the sub-counties, non-wage to the capitation grant to the schools, capitation grant to secondary schools, all these funds have been absorbed. So the strategy that I have is we will still continue to receive different government programs. Like the second phase of Dr. Deep is coming, the second phase of Usmit is coming, and also Nusafo is coming. Our strategy is to ensure that resources that are received, the technical officers should be able to understand the guidelines of these programs in time, so that when it comes to implementation, they should be able to implement these programs without necessarily moving towards the end of the financial year, so that funds can be swept to the consolidated fund. During the period, we have tried to minimize that.
The influx of refugees has led to environmental degradation, and despite that, even the locals have also been engaged in charcoal burning, which has also contributed to that effect. And they are able to put some small effort to curb the issues of environment, and also, if not, what is the next plan, since we're also seeking to retain your seat?
Regarding environmental degradation, we have had a number of partners. Yumbe being a refugee hosting district, we have very many partners in areas of environment. The biggest challenge before was the issue of coordination among the key partners and the district. But we've been able to ensure that there's a clear coordination structure, so that we're able to absorb the resources from the partners and also the resources from the district. As I talk now, we have a number of partners that are involved in tree planting and growing. We have a number of partners that are involved in community sensitization, because sometimes what causes environmental degradation is the mindset of our communities are not appreciating how important restoration of the environment is. Therefore, we have a number of partners that are involved in sensitizing the communities and also in providing seedlings to the communities, so that we're able to conserve the environment. I know as we continue, this will still be part of my agenda to ensure that our environment, as already has been degraded by the community and the refugees, should be restored.
Recently, we've been covering
areas. Point is the issue of mineral exploration. When we got individuals and companies coming to the district to look at issues of minerals, we consulted with the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, because they are the ones responsible for licensing the people involved in mining and exploration.
maybe
Those who have been in the district mainly are doing exploration but not mining, because the licenses that
there were some Chinese companies that ended up in one of the 26 sub-counties of Yumbe, and they were actually exploiting those resources without notice of even Minister of Energy.
No, all the investors, all the Chinese, all the companies that have come into a district in a way of exploration of minerals, they get clearance from Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development. And our department responsible for monitoring this is the Department of Natural Resources. There has not been any confirmation that there are people who have gone into the communities without getting clearance from Ministry of Energy and Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development. So when we got to learn that the investors have gone from exploration to mining, we petitioned the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, and recently we had the commissioner responsible for minerals who was in the district, and gave instructions, and also that was followed by the Minister of State for Mineral Development. So consistently we've been in touch with the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development regarding issues of presence of investors and other people involved in mineral exploration. And through their guidance, we've been able to stop others. Through their guidance, we've been able to allow others to continue with the exploration, because it is through means of energy and mineral development that we get guidance.
Maybe second last, there's this question that I've been asking most of the aspirants that we covered from the Secretariat here about this method by Secretariat to introduce joint campaigns and the voting by lining. And we are continuously asking this question as like some survey to gather your opinion. So may I know from you as a candidate, that decision by the party, are you okay with it?
I don't have any problem with the joint campaigns, because it also gives platform. There are those candidates who may move into ground and create intrigue when they are doing individual campaigns. The message that they provide to the communities is message of division. Having joint campaigns to me is something sensible, because there you'll be able to defend yourself and explain the reality. Otherwise, to me, it's very okay. And once it is organized, I will be available to provide accountability to the people of Yumbe district, and also address some of the concerns that those who are contesting against me will be able to present. Otherwise, if we move individually, it may be quite difficult.
How about voting by lining?
And regarding voting by lining, I have no problem with it, because it saves time.
But in some scenarios, some people have been seeing it as a method that can generate hatred. Like your own relative will go and line behind your opponent.
But you know, politics is politics. You don't expect 100% support from even your own relatives. It depends on the ideas that you present to the people, that someone can be convinced to vote for you or to vote against you. So voting by lining, for me, I don't see any issues with it. And you know, if this was also impressed by Electoral Commission, instead of wasting time up to 5 to do tallying, and at the end you get into real declaration of results at the middle of the night. It's very easy. By around 4 p.m. you're done, and you know who has gone through, because voting by lining, by around 9 or 10, you're done with the counting the votes at polling stations, and by around midday you consolidate, and the whole thing ends there. And to me, it also helps to minimize issues of rigging, issues of it helps in addressing some of those things. Otherwise, what NRM has come up with is good, and it emphasizes transparency.
Okay, lastly, politics sometimes is like sports. Sports may start okay, but reaching to 80, 90 minutes, it may overturn in your favor or against. And may we know from you if maybe it may overturn against you during the primary election. Will you be able to seek to contest as independent, or you will not be able to?
For me, I'm a popular man. In fact, as I talk now, my support is more than 90%.
How many are you contesting with?
To me, it's like I'm unopposed, because I don't see any serious candidate contesting against me. Whichever results that come, I am very sure that